Sometimes God sends the rain to wash away what's been holding us back. This is what's been holding me back. Let's see what God wants to write in this next part of the story. So here we go. Chapter 2, The Shift. All right, guys, day 21. It's been going great. It's raining out. It's kind of strange because nobody uses umbrellas here. And we're the first day Vanessa took an umbrella out and everybody was looking at her like she was a weirdo. So we stopped. Well, I wasn't using an umbrella anyway, but I think she's trying to stop using an umbrella. But it's kind of funny. I saw a guy yesterday, a kid. It was like 50 degrees outside and he was shorts and a t-shirt. I was like, what the heck? But it's been crazy. It's been awesome to be on this adventure and getting to talk with the kids and with Vanessa and to hear how God has been stirring things up. And it's been wild because I've been having so many dreams, and like 2 or 3 dreams a night. Vanessa's been having dreams. And in the beginning, sometimes it doesn't really make sense, but as I talk through them, it's God like showing all of us these little intricate pieces of the inside of us that we didn't know needed work. Sometimes it's something big. Sometimes it's even me, like just last night, it was even something about the way I talk and the way I think about things. It's been really crazy. And at the same time, it's been so good because God has been so loving and gracious and kind in the way that he reveals it, that I'm willing to receive it. And that's the other side of it. God is always talking and sharing and doing something, but we're not always ready and willing to receive it. So I've been grateful that God has been so just so forgiving in the way that he brings it up. And it's not like, sometimes it's hard, like if a family member sees it and they feel compelled to tell you about yourself, and then like that makes you feel some type of way. And then going from that to trying to actually do something about it, like maybe pride gets in the way, maybe our attitude gets in the way, but it's really hard. But when it's like God speaking to you in a dream and it's so personal and like you can't deny it, and you know that it's about you, for you, to help you, like it does something different. And so Vanessa and I, we went to dinner, and we're not waiting for we didn't wait for the actual Valentine's Day because since it's so rainy, like we don't know what day is going to be a good day. So we're like, this is a good day, let's go. And we went to this restaurant and we had some amazing food. It was like this Japanese style restaurant. It's like a little pub in size, but the food was Japanese cuisine with like a Western kind of like fusion. The food was absolutely amazing. And I was kind of nervous because I was responsible for the planning, which is something new. But I was looking for 2 things. One I wanted for me, and one I wanted for Vanessa. One is I wanted it to be like in the community, to get the culture of the area. And then also I wanted a menu with a lot of gluten-free options for Vanessa. So we got both of those things. And the reason why this particular dinner was so special is because it was our Valentine's Day dinner. There was no stress. There was no being stressed out about how we're going to pay for it, or stressed out about what happens next, or the things that are waiting for us when we leave dinner. It was an opportunity for us to experience a first time again together. And because God has been working on these things in us, in both of us, and in my case, in me, so much. And he's gracious to tell me, and I've also been willing to receive it, to hear it, and do something about it. And what I didn't anticipate was the response to that, the consequences of that, is that our relationship has been growing deeper and deeper. So as cheesy as it might sound to say, I really feel like when we left that dinner, I was more in love with Vanessa than when we got there. And that was something just so special, and I didn't expect. And while we're at the dinner, we got to just talk about what our next adventure would be, what we're hopeful for, what we're happy about right now, how we're doing in this transition process. And something that I didn't expect was having to move out here. Well, not having, but moving out here, and then having to kind of hit the reset button on everything. We don't know where the good stuff is. We don't know where to go eat, and we're learning all these new things. But at the same time, if we can't see past that part, we don't get to the good part where everything we do now is the first time together. When you've been married for a long time and for so long, those moments become fewer and fewer because you've just been together for a long time, and you do the same things and you go to the same places. but now everything we do together here is a first time. So that just feels really special, and it's just a beautiful thing. And I'm encouraged that God continues to work in us. And so that's my encouragement for you today is, as God is stirring, as God is revealing things about your character, about the way you think, about the way you speak, as God is revealing things about you and your part in your relationship, or maybe if you're a mother or father or at work, whatever God is stirring up in you, be willing to hear it and to receive it and to do something about it. And know that on the other side of that, there's something so beautiful, wonderful, and amazing waiting for you. Don't get hung up on what it might be or when it's going to come or what it's going to look like, but just know that that stirring that you're feeling, even though it's uncomfortable, even though it's like maybe it's not always fun, like just know that in that moment, God is doing something in you that's going to bring about something wonderfully amazing on the other side. So as you're working through that thing, whatever it is, as you're working through the stirring, as you're working through the icky feelings and maybe having to deal with pride and frustration and anger and whatever it is, do it with joy, knowing that on the other side, God is preparing you for something beyond your expectation. So I just pray that this is something that filled your heart today, gave you a little bit of hope, maybe give you a little bit of hope in the storm. And so God bless you. Be encouraged.